Hey, what's going on guys? I'm Dr. P and welcome back tonight for another Fortnite Battle Royale video. Now in today's video guys, I want to talk a little bit about the ATK and possible changes we could see to this vehicle within Fortnite very soon, as well as what we could possibly see with the return of the rocket. There is going to be a big update. Whether or not the rocket actually comes back, that's to be seen, but I want to go over everything we know in this video right here. If you enjoy, make sure to go ahead and drop a like down below and subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications if you have not already, to stay fully up to date every single time I upload another awesome Fortnite video. I know I might sound like a broken drum, but the gifting system is coming out very soon, guys. It's going to be very soon, sooner than you might think. So if you want a chance to win a skin, I'm going to be gifting as many as I possibly can to my fans. Make sure to go ahead and drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below, and follow me on Twitter. It's as simple as that, and I'm going to be giving away as many skins as I possibly can when this feature drops, okay? So make sure you go ahead and do all those things. There's no reason to not. You're already watching the video and you might as well go ahead. So with that said, and without any further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into the video. So we all know there is a brand new vehicle in the game. It was added with Season 5 and it's called the ATK. You can actually see it right here in the gameplay. It's a pretty cool vehicle. It doesn't go very fast and it's not meant to be like, you know, super crazy, but it is definitely a cool new feature and it adds a different dynamic in the game when you can make quick getaways. You know, if you're at the edge of the storm and it's coming in and you have a cart, you don't really have to worry as much as you would before about, you know, getting into the center of the circle, because you do have a quick way to get there, and you know, without any, you know, disruptions, you'll be able to make it there pretty quick. The one downside to this thing though is it is very loud and you're very prone to be shot when you're in this thing, so it's balanced out pretty well, and overall I do really like the way this cart is designed. Now if you take a look at the name of this vehicle, the ATK, the all-terrain cart, there's a little bit of a problem there. It doesn't actually go over all terrains. The one problem, the one area where it does not actually work well is in water. Now you can actually drive it through some water. I'm not sure if you can drive it all the way through Loot Lake, for example, but if the water is shallow enough, you can drive through it, but at a slower rate. Now there has been a big suggestion going around on Reddit and social media. There's actually a pretty big Reddit post blowing up about it, and essentially it is suggesting that the wheels of the ATK kind of fold over and make a flotation device when you're actually in water, when you're in deep water, which is a great idea, and I personally would very much support it. This update would actually truly make it an all-terrain cart, and it would make crossing Loot Lake specifically, and any other area that may or currently is in the game that has water, very much more accessible. Now the very interesting part about this post in particular is that there was an Epic Games response to it. So if you actually look at what the Epic employee said on this post, he wrote, "Where we're going, we don't need roads. I have zero ability to make this happen, but have my upload at least. I love this idea." Now right away, this is a Back to the Future reference, which is kind of cool. Like, it is definitely a Back to the Future reference, but at the same time, who knows if this is a hint. Now he does say there's like almost zero ability he has to make this happen, but at the same time, I don't completely buy that. You know, Epic Games is constantly looking at social media, and specifically this subreddit right here, for feedback and ideas they could possibly use to better their game. You know, they've done this a lot. This is not something they're shy about, and if you look at a lot of the recent updates that have happened to the game, a handful of them are because of this subreddit, specifically because of this place. This is an Epic, you know, affiliated subreddit, so obviously they're looking at it all the time. They're seeing what people have to say to try and improve their game, whether that be gun balancing issues or bug fixes or simply just quality of life updates like this. They're all on top of it, so it wouldn't surprise me, even though this guy says that he doesn't have any control over it, it wouldn't surprise me if this is something they talk about and ultimately implement within Fortnite. I talked about this in a video before, but with the addition of all of these aquatic skins within Fortnite, I mean, they've had so many like water-related skins added to the game recently, which has been kind of strange. And I saw a lot of people say, like in my last video where I talked about this, that it was, you know, because of Shark Week. I mentioned that the you know, the Chomp Senior, the Chomp Senior skin was added to the game, and there were a whole bunch of stuff added to the game related to water, and everyone was saying, yeah, it's because of Shark Week. I don't think so. I mean, simply I don't think so, because, you know, even after Shark Week, these skins are still being added. There is still so much stuff going on with, like, even the Suntan Leader and the Chomp Jr. and all these snorkel skins. You know, it really is adding up, and truthfully, I think there's going to be something to do with a big body of water, maybe even a new one added at the end of the season. Now, a big possibility, a big theory and rumor that's been going around is Dusty Divot could possibly be filled up to the brim with water eventually. And if it is, if that actually does happen, this ATK update would be a great quality of life update to have, because let's face it, if that divot gets completely filled up, it's not going to be shallow enough to walk across if you absolutely need to. Like with Loot Lake, yeah, you don't want to actually have to walk out in the middle, but if you have to, you can, because it's not that deep. If this actually happens, Dusty Divot is going to be maybe as much as 100 feet deep, maybe even more than that, so there's no way that you're going to be able to walk across. Maybe they will implement, like, swimming, because there are a bunch of scuba diving skins that have been added recently. Maybe you'll be able to swim across, but the more likely option is this, because Epic has specifically, it's confirmed that Epic has seen this post, and he really liked it. Like the guy said himself, he loved this idea, and he'll probably end up passing it along to some of the devs. And who knows, like I said, they really value player feedback. They really value what people, the fans, really think about the game. So this is definitely something that is on the possibility list, high up in the possibility list. Even though he says there's nothing he can do, truthfully, he can. Like, even if he passes the idea along to the team, that's doing a pretty good amount. Let me know what you guys think about this update, this potential update that could be coming to Fortnite. I think it would make for a lot of fun, you know, just aside from making the game easier to travel across Loot Lake and the possible, you know, water-filled Dusty Divot, it would make for a lot of fun. Just like imagine, like, basically jet skiing out in the middle of the water, you know, having fights in the water, going fast and drifting in the water. I think that would be awesome. Let me know what you guys think about it, and let me know whether or not you would find this interesting. I just don't see any scenario this update would be bad. I don't, because, like, just who truthfully wants to cross Loot Lake on foot if you have to? And it would be long overdue anyway, because we've always had the idea of a jet ski or some kind of vehicle or a rowboat to kind of cross Loot Lake, so adding this would be awesome. But really, that's it for me today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure to go ahead and subscribe if you're new, and drop a like on the video, as well as follow me on Twitter. I'll have it linked below. Hope you have a great rest of your night, and with that said, I'll catch you later. Peace.